What's up, Aquarius? And thank you guys so much for tuning in. So, guys, just a forewarning that I am recording from kind of like a communal space of where I live. So it's an office that just people can walk around. So if you guys see me like looking out the door and being weird and stuff, it's probably because someone's watching me. And I'm not accustomed to that. I'm accustomed to just kind of being in my zone and being alone. But if I can talk to all of y'all, I should be able to do this in front of a person or two, right? Okay. So let's see what's going on, guys. We're going to jump right into your November love read. Let's see what's going on there. So we're going to do a past, present, and future look, guys. This is going to be for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus Aquarius signs. And just keep in mind, guys, that the energies are transferable. I could be picking up on your energy or the energy of somebody around you. And at the end, I will pull cards of advice for couples. I'll pull some advice for singles, and then I'll pull advice for those that find yourself in a gray area where you're not necessarily tied down, but somebody would be upset if you hooked up with a random person, okay? So let's see what's going on, guys. What is going on for the sign of Aquarius in love for November 2019? What is going on for y'all? And guys, with the way I'm doing readings now, I do it based on those that I see viewing me the most. So that's why I'm starting off with you guys as one of the first ones. You guys gave a lot of love for the last readings. So if you want to continue being at the top, let all your Aquarius friends know. Watch, okay? All right. So the Five of Pentacles in the reverse popped out. That's when we're in a place where there could have been some sort of loss or some sort of like rejection that you went through in the past, and now like you're getting over it, or maybe someone's getting over you, things like that. But let's see what's going on here. We'll just keep that card in mind. We have your past, present, and future. Okay. All right, Aquarius. So the energy that we have here is the Page of Cups in the reverse. So this could mean a few things. One, it could be that you're removing yourself from an equation, or someone else is removing themselves from an equation, or someone is just making promises that I like to call pillow talk, where in the heat of the moment it might sound good, but then afterwards it's like, you know what? I didn't really mean that. Or a person just doesn't do what they said they would have, but it sounded good at the time they were saying it. But I see that there could possibly be some sort of fallout. But whatever fallout this is, it brings a lot of stability towards you. So let's just see what's going on, okay? Now, going into the past, the first card that you guys have here is the Sun card. So with the Sun card, this could be a blessing that's coming in, something that just feels very good and warm and abundant when it comes to love. Or it could be something that just comes to light, okay? The sun could shed light on things that were in the dark. We have the Four of Wands in the reverse. And we have the World card, okay? So I see that blessings come in because you close something out. It could have also been that you close something out because of what came to light. But regardless, you're going towards a much better chapter because of whatever that was closed out. But there is some secrets that came out here where someone had a difficult time, letting something go. All right, the next card that you guys have for the past is the Six of Cups. So this could have to do with the past just in general. It could have to do with kids as well. So let's just see why the Six of Cups is popping up on us. Why is the Six of Cups here? We have the Seven of Wands in the reverse. So yeah, you guys are just putting something in the past. You're letting it go. It's too tumultuous. Maybe there is, again, secrets that came out where you knew you had to kind of just lose faith in something. And someone may have still been attached to this in some way, shape, or form, but I feel like maybe it was a third-party situation. Maybe somebody was just going towards another person at this point. But yeah, I see you guys building in the direction where you're not going to come across conflict, okay? The last card that you guys have for the past is the Lover's card in the reverse. So at minimal, there could have been a lot of arguing going on, but for some people, it could have been straight up just breaking up, okay? Falling out of something. Why is this Lover's card here in the reverse? We have the Page of Pentacles. And we have the Ace of Swords. So it's like you guys have to have a very honest conversation, okay, where you're realizing, look, I need to stand my ground because something is just a terrible idea. And, I don't want to make this worse than what it could be. So you guys are in a place where The Ace of Swords, yes, this talks about a new beginning, but specifically with the Ace of Swords, there is something that was considered bullshit that you had to cut out before going towards something new. And it doesn't mean that a new beginning is necessarily there. It just means, you know, now you can go towards a new beginning because you cut something out. All right, so it's going to definitely be different from person to person, but let's go to the present moment, see how things are unfolding. We have the Ace of Wands. So this is something very passionate. All right, something very passionate you could be going towards, just feeling very, very good about this. We have the Eight of Wands in the reverse. And you have the Death card in the reverse. For some of you, you want a new beginning or a reconciliation of some sort with someone that you're not talking to, but you're not over it. Or maybe they're not over you. If that's the case, it's too forced. Okay, it's not a good idea. But for others of you, you could just be going towards something new, but it's like some aspect of your past seems unfinished. Whether there's a closure conversation you have to have with someone, or maybe you're just emotionally not over something. But I definitely see that going back to something that has caused stress is not going to be a good idea right now. You should focus on something new. All right, the next card that you guys have for the present moment, and this is the center of your reading, so every card is going to tie into this. Two of Wands. Something we're very passionate about, a path that we're excited to go down. So why is this here? Why is this Two of Wands here? We have the Nine of Wands. And we have the Five of Pentacles in the reverse. Okay. Queen of Swords in the reverse here. Yeah, you guys become very passionate about something and you find happiness even after letting something go. Okay. From what I feel with this Queen of Swords in the reverse, you are so fiercely protecting yourself and putting a really high wall up against something that just wasn't working for you. So I see you guys actually finding something new and just focusing and zeroing in on this. And I love that I have Aquarius in me because I feel like it just makes me a bomb-ass fucking person. But what I love so much about Aquarians is that when we decide something's going to be done and we set our mind to it, there's absolutely nothing in this world that's going to get in our way. So you guys are able to really set your eye on something and really focus on building something that's going to be great for you. But again, it involves releasing something first. The last card that you guys have here for the present moment is the Knight of Swords. So this could be your energy coming out. Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, but let's see why it's showing up. Two of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles. Honestly, for some of you, it could be juggling that you're going through or just trying to find balance. It's like mentally you've moved past something. You know you have to move past something. You know that there's this huge change that's coming in. But I feel like a lot of you, before moving forward, you really, it's like you want to make sure your independence is known. You want to make sure you're good and that there's nothing or no one else you have to answer to. I think that that's very important for you before moving forward. So again, you're just transitioning, you're trying to find that balance. Okay. But yeah, I see you guys being very happy after letting something go and realizing something just wasn't good on the soul. Now moving forward into the future, guys, the first card that we have is the Ten of Pentacles in the reverse. So this could be a loss of abundance. Just not feeling as good about something as you did in the past. Maybe there's something happening love-wise where it's draining your pocket or you have to spend money on it. Why is this here? Page of Wands in the reverse. Magician in the reverse. Something can't be trusted, guys. Especially if there's something involved with your love life where you're being asked to dish out money. If it's not something like you have to pay, like if it's child support you have to pay, completely disregard what I'm saying and pay your damn child support. But if this has to do with like something where you don't have to give someone money but they want a lot of money, don't do it. I see someone being very manipulated. So unless it's something that by law you have to pay, don't pay it. Okay. So yeah, definitely avoid that because I see that there's going to be something that you see for what it is and you're just like, oh, damn, that sucks. Like, why would you do that? So whether it's on your part or on someone else's part, someone is just disappointed with the truth that they see where a loss can come from that truth. All right. Next card you guys have for the future, Seven of Cups. So this is a card about illusions, things not, being what they seem. We have the Strength card. And we have the Queen of Cups. So for some of you, maybe this had to do with a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Okay, but I feel like you guys, you know what's bullshit at this point, and you're doing your best to get yourself in a very strong emotional place and just standing your ground, because now you have clarity and you're realizing that something just wasn't meant for you. Okay, and because of that, it puts you on the path for extreme happiness. You just have to move away from something that might seem difficult, that you just had no control over at this point. Okay, with the Chariot in the reverse, this is when something is really just like, could be happening quickly, but like in an out of control sort of way, or in a way that where it's not necessarily happening quickly, but same thing, you don't really feel like you have control of it. You have the Nine of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles. The situation that kind of fell out of control is what pushes you towards something that makes you guys very, very happy. Okay, letting go of something really throws you into something good here. There's an exchange of energies here. You see something for what it is, you let it go, you move forward. For some of you, maybe that's a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn you go towards, but you're taking a very practical approach on this. I see you guys very happy with this. And again, it's thank you to whatever didn't work out, because that's why this is now, going to be in your environment if it's not already. Okay. So let's get some cards of advice, guys. If any of you could timestamp the advice portion, that would be amazing, so people could hop to their particular advice portion. But if you guys need a reading or anything like that, just fast forward to the end and I'll tell you all the info on that. All right, so let's start with couples. Aquarius couples, what is going on? What is going on with Aquarius couples? Three of Pentacles in the reverse, Nine of Swords in the reverse, and you have the Emperor. So it's going to be at a time where you guys really, really have to boss up. If there's something that's not working cohesively for you at this time, I just don't see you guys being, wanting to be concerned over this. Again, it shows because of something that was not successful, you get wish fulfillment, you get something great. It just shows that you guys get to a point where either you're reckless about something and that's why it doesn't work out, or somebody makes you feel reckless and you turn your back on that. But whatever it is, whatever caused the recklessness, it's, you're turning your back on that, and there's a big change. You're going to feel burdened at first, but then there's something very emotionally fulfilling that comes in for you. Seven of Swords, Queen of Swords, Five of Wands in the reverse. Some of you are not being honest about the fact that you don't see something working because you don't want problems. Okay? But you're going to have problems if you try starting something new while this isn't closed out. All right, you guys have huge passion coming in. Just make sure you close out whatever chapter you were unhappy with before jumping into that. Okay? All right, so for singles. What is going on? For my single Aquarians. Ten of Pentacles in the reverse. Four of Swords in the reverse. Five of Pentacles in the reverse. There's going to be a loss that is felt here. But mentally, you move past it and you understand why things have to happen. And then bam, if you're feeling loss, rejection, anything like that, all of that subsides and something new comes in. Okay, you guys just have to go through some sort of discomfort to get to that happiness. But I do see a lot of healing here if you need it. Devil card in the reverse. Nine of Pentacles. And Two of Swords. There's something that you guys know is a really bad idea. With you not moving, like, despite knowing it's not a good idea, some of you could be on the fence about it. okay, and just really in your mind about it, but you do get over it, even if it's prolonged in your mind for a little while. You really just want to work on independence right now, guys, okay? Not letting anyone claim you until you're just in a really good place and you know that it's realistically a feasible sort of relationship for you, okay? But yeah, it's just saying to be patient and that the best call was to let go of something, even if it was difficult, because now you get to build in another area. So you guys have a new chapter coming in. Okay. All right. So for my Aquarians who are in that gray area where your title might be single, but your heart might be taken, this is for you. So let's get some advice. Or maybe those on a break, things like that. So for my gray area Aquarians, what is the advice here? Three of Wands. Sun of Swords in the reverse is Knight of Swords in the reverse. And then we have the Two of Cups. There's something here that you guys just let go of. And it's like you dodge a bullet by letting go of it. There could be something reckless, or there could be something that you really desire, but something about it is just very, very reckless. But again, I do see expansion for you guys in love. So let's just see what's specifically going on here. You have the Queen of Swords. Yeah, you guys feel very powerful with something that comes in. You have the Four of Cups and you have the Four of Swords. So this is just a matter of being honest with yourself, guys. What is a crazy situation to allow back in? Okay, that situation that would make all of your friends look at you sideways, where they're like, are you crazy? Did you not learn? That's what you want to avoid. It's saying not to accept anything that can make you less of who you are. Okay, with the Knight of Swords in the reverse, it's not saying that this is necessarily a bad person, but they're just kind of pushed to an extreme where they're not coming off in a great way, where their shadow element is coming out. And I know that we're in Scorpio season at the time that I'm recording this, so emotions might be a little bit stronger. But don't make things worse than what they have to be out of like a reckless feeling you may feel in that moment, okay? But yeah, there's something that you can't move forward with. And once you decide not to move forward with that and you stand your ground with that, you get wish fulfillment, but it's by letting something go. And again, for a lot of you, it could be difficult to let this go. But again, if it's caused you any sort of recklessness, it's time to let that go. I'll pull one more card here. Yeah, you guys are going to have to be parting ways with something that is just a huge burden on you, where it's not going to go the way that you expect it to. But your soul really finds a lot of peace and you go in another direction love-wise. Okay? So very interesting, guys. The next reading I'm going to have out for you is your November mid-months. So yeah, I did change my website a little bit now, guys. So I'm never going to go back to full-length readings. It was just way too much work for me. But I have mini readings and I have question options there. There's same-day options, guys. There's emergency readings. You get it within 5 days. So whatever you need, it's there. I'm here. I love y'all. If you're on Instagram, High Vibrations 44, and I have High Vibrations Tarot, so you can check both out. But all of this will be in the description below. All right, guys. Love y'all. Take care.